So guys, there we have it. This is day 3. We managed to get a track rod end from GSF car parts, and yeah, went on straight away, first time on the threads. Yeah, the pattern part from Euro car parts, not so much. Could have been a faulty batch, don't know, but the yeah, the pattern part from GSF has just gone on straight away. It came in a day earlier than expected as well, and thrown some wax oil on this inner sill bit here. Got a bit overkill, just got a lot of my paintbrush, to be honest, but that's really just to get over the exposed areas. I did acid etch prime on the exposed metal, and now I've just thrown some wax oil over the top and behind that sill bit there, just because I know on other Fabias sills like to go, so throwing that on there just as an extra precaution. So guys, following on from our now success on the front end, we now want to turn our attention to the rear end. Now, when I checked the MOT history for this vehicle, it did say that the pads were low and the discs were pitted and scored. It was an advisory. It was if there is a second stage, but it was the second stage because it had already been picked up before, but this time seemed a bit worse. So what we do have here, I mean, apart from my lime and soda, is some Brembo brake pads and brake discs. And now these are 232s, I believe. Might say on the disc, it might not, but whatever it is, it's that disc. These pads, now these come with the anti-squirrel shim plates on, come with new shims, new bolts. The discs came with new screws, but if the original on there is fine, we might leave it. But yeah, so now I'm just going to tear into the rear brakes. I might not film too much of it, but we've got both sides to do. There we have it. So that is the old braking system removed. You see we've got a nice big lip on that. Not too pleased about that. And then this back side, I don't like my brakes to look like that. And then these pads, original or TRW pads, it looks like. But yeah, bugger all left. So there for the scrap pile. Like I said, we've got new ones to go on. All I've got to do now is wind this caliper back in with the brake fluid cap off, using this set here. Then I'll wire brush these carriers, install anti-squirrel shims, install new disc, new pads, and repeat over the other side. And just like that guys, we now have new brake pads and brake disc installed. I did stick with the Torx one. And there we have it guys, so that's new brake disc and rear brake pads done. As you can see, so much better than what was on the car. Obviously the shims, for whatever reason, I couldn't get them to fit and fit nicely with the pads on the carriers. Did wire brush the carriers down, scraped them with a screwdriver, that kind of thing. We've got some copper grease on there just to make sure that the side to side movement in and out on the carrier and the pad is absolutely fine, but as always, none on the braking surfaces or on the back of the caliper. That's what those shims are for. Time to do the other side. And there we have it guys, so we now have new discs on the rear, we now have new discs on the front. I did install those before washing the car, that's why they look a bit rusty. Obviously I took the protective oil off prior to install. And again, new brakes there, and then again new brakes here. Did wash the car, you can see the wheel damage there. Yeah, wheel very bad. We have a tyre being put on another alloy, but yeah, new drop link there, new to us drive shaft, new to us suspension leg with top mount, new track rod inner, new track rod end. That still needs adjusting, even just on a slight. Because I cut the old one up, I didn't really get to count the threads, so I couldn't really put it roughly in the place it needs to be, so that does need addressing. Yeah, and the bottom arm obviously with new bolts in on either side. So yeah, mechanically now, see how wax oil's dried up lovely there. So mechanically, this car is sound. All I need to do is pull on this sill, do a bit of metal work, try and get that back to how it's supposed to be. But that's the only part of permanent damage now left on the vehicle. So guys, you join me inside for a change, and here is our new dashboard kit. So I believe there's 10 screws holding this in, not including the various trim pieces. We do have a brand new steering wheel airbag that came with this car. As you can see, this came palletised, it was very dusty or what have you. Added bonus, we got the light sensor there. I've got a better condition one on order, so that's going to go in, but that's going to help now with wiring the auto light system up, as we're doing that as a retrofit on this vehicle. But yeah, so we've got our dash here. As we can tell, it's not blown. There's no way I could really, I mean, you can see kind of where it would be, but there's no way I can reuse that dash that's in there, so we're going to have to take that dash out. So that's my next job, go and pull that dash out so we can think about starting to get this one in. So guys, you now join me inside. Yeah, battery's disconnected now. First thing, I'm going to be messing with airbags. This is going to be quite hard to steer because we do have a completely flat on that side, but we are going to need to turn this 90 degrees either side to unclip this airbag. As you know, the steering wheel lock just went, so we're going to have to grab the key, put that in the ignition anyway. But yeah, there's no guide on how to remove a dashboard out of Mk3 Fabia, so I'll just be trying to redo what I learnt from that one. Well, the blue one that you've probably already seen. So yeah, we're going to get this dash out. I'm going to need to find my radio keys to take that out. But yeah, I'll not be going too in depth into it in this video, because I'll release a separate video just solely on how to remove the dashboard from a Mk3 Fabia. But let's get cracking. And there you have it guys. So as you can see, it's getting a bit dark now. I've not put the interior light on because I haven't put the battery back on yet, but that is the dashboard, all nice and in, no more blown dashboard there. And we've just got our steering wheel airbag back on. Just see, put the wheels straight. That looks good to me. So yeah, got everything in. So nerve-wracking bit now is plug the battery back on, plug the car back into VCDS and clear airbag fault codes again, and then hope that we just have fault codes for the lack of steering seat belts. Yeah, but that is dashboard back in now, and no screws left over, which is quite an achievement really. But yeah, so we'll give that a test. And there we have it guys. So we're still dealing with a few other gremlins from the crash. Still waiting on seat belts. They should be here very shortly. We now have the airbags in, and yeah, new dash, new passenger airbag, everything's in. No codes for them anymore, just codes for the airbag tensioners in the seat belts, because we have no seat belts currently. But yeah, our auto lights, our three wires we've ran, so one from the switch to the BCM and two from the solar sensor to the BCM. That's all good now. So yeah, thanks for watching guys.